Hey guys, this is the XRP Cowboy. We're going to have a conversation. Bonfire conversation. I'm drinking some Blue Mountain. It's beautiful. You know, I had some trouble the other day with Uphold. Yeah, babe.
I did it the way that they do it.
You did? That's great, honey. I'm very happy for you. Okay, you're looking weird on my video right now.
I did it the way where it's like this, right? Like that, right? But like you only have two fingers and no finger under it.
You're doing good. You're learning fast, baby. You know, if you're not failing, you're not growing, honey. And
Yeah.
you've been working on it, okay?
But now my fingers
You deserved it.
have dust all over them.
Nothing we can't fix. I love you. You're my life.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm your. But anyways, you know, and I had to make payroll, and I moved some money to Uphold, and tried to send it, and they restricted me because something about verification, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I own private equities in Uphold. You know, I've supported them on my channel, and it's like, sorry, you can't send money, motherfucker. And I'm like, and then I tried to go to my Coinbase, and they wanted verification. So I had to hold all this shit up, like what day it was, to take money out of that, And it was like I had to do an ID. I was on the phone for 2.5 hours. Every 3 minutes, she was saying, sorry, we're busy. They had to send me verification codes to emails, all this fucking bullshit. And all I'm trying to do is take my fucking money out. They both held it hostage. And if this was a bank, they would have sent you a text message and you would have typed it into a code and everything would have been fine. So I had potentially people that were not going to get paid. And when employees don't get paid, they fucking leave, like they're fucking drenched in gasoline and someone's running at them with a match. You lose them. Thanks, Uphold and Coinbase. But I'll tell you, after the 2.5 hours on Coinbase, they fucking sold me out. They were like, oh, yeah, we can do that, but the account's in your wife's name, even though we said that at the beginning. They verified her over the phone and everything. So you have to call us back with her phone number. Well, we called back, and they were fucking no one answering. I think they may have closed. If they're 24 hours, they fucked us. They just avoided our call. She was like, it'll be great. And when my account got hacked, they were like, oh, don't worry, no problem. We're going to take care of this. We let them know immediately. They had 3 days to stop it. And they said, it'll be taken care of. And to this day, we didn't get our money back. And that crypto is worth significant 500% more now. This is the biggest problem I see in this space. We need to fix it. And no matter what the circumstances are, you have to get verified for the second time or whatever. When they know you're who you are, you should always be able to withdraw money. They shouldn't be allowed to legally hold that cash because it's yours. If you sell your crypto, they could argue custodialship, all that. It should be yours. But enough of my ramble. What fucking a shit show. So what are we going to talk about? So people talk about market cycles every fucking day on these channels. The next cycle, of course, we're going to have volatility. It's a new asset class. There's not a whole lot of liquidity in this space. It's like the whole crypto market cap's like Apple. It's like a micro stock, a penny stock. They move up and down quickly with extreme volatility. But that's why people get rich doing it, right? You can't have 500% returns without fucking volatility. So when it's volatile, you buy. And when it goes up, you sell a little bit. So when it goes down, you're happy because you're getting it cheaper and you're like making your bag bigger. And if it doesn't go down, fuck it. High quality problem. I'm not saying sell it all. I'm saying sell a little bit, 10%, 5%, 30% if you're happy with where it is. And if you never get an opportunity to buy it back at a lower price, you won. You know, that's your profits you took at that level. Isn't that beautiful? I can't buy it back. It just keeps going up. Use logic, not emotion. Not in this space. Emotion, there's no place for that in investing. You know, and I would argue it can, oppose logic. This space, we don't know what's happening tomorrow. We know that Bitcoin should have hit 100K before all the Luna stuff and FTX stuff. We know when Bitcoin hits 70K, 75K, if XRP did what the rest of the top 10 did, we would have been somewhere between $9 and $13. We're playing catch up. I've said this since the beginning, since the fucking beginning. This is why the ETF for Ethereum didn't blast off the way people was hoping. Because Ethereum and XRP, for some reason, are connected in a financial transfer of funds kind of way. Meaning, when the lawsuit was being dropped on XRP, our market caps weren't that far apart. But there were people that knew about it coming way before anyone else. And after, we know there were people that knew because it was announced. Brad Garlinghouse announced it. A Wells letter from the SEC. And he said, we're being sued before anyone else. So what happened was these two cryptocurrencies, assets, money flowed out of one because it was being sued. People didn't want to lose out on the time value. And a lot of it went into Ethereum. And Ethereum went up and up and up while XRP went down and down and down. But now, when the ETF was released, we had this situation to where people knew where XRP was going. So you had these people that sold their XRP to buy Ethereum selling, but you had new people buying because it was an ETF. And it seems like it just they neutralized each other out. There's no bull alt season unless ETH moves first. It's always happened. It's the largest market cap alt. And that's what defines it. Yes, it's competing with Solana too, and some money's transferring to that. I think that's why it's been standing still. It's not just one variable, or it would still be doing okay if it was XRP. But there's other projects people want, But bottom line is, I believe it underperformed the ETF, and it's going to overperform. It's just not there yet. We need a balanced homeostasis between the two, XRP and Ethereum. So we're seeing catch up. And I've said this forever. And then there's other coins that are just taking off, but they're newer. They never were through a bull run. I think they're finding fair market value. Sui. I think we'll see that with Flare. I think Flare is the greatest opportunity we have in this space right now with certainty, with a high level of certainty. It's tough. We will see Ethereum move eventually, but I don't think it's until, I don't think it goes above 56, 5,700 until XRP, is well beyond $5. Because we're playing catch up. XRP usually moves last. Times are different though. And people talk about the cycle, how it always corrects, 80%, 90%. Like, you got to time your sell at the right place or you're going to lose it all. There's going to be 30, 40, 50% drops, I'm sure, ahead of us. And, that's why I'm saying it's good to take 10% off the table in case that happens. We just don't know if it's going to happen at a $3 XRP or a $6. And if it happens at a $6 XRP, you made a mistake. But you got to hedge your bets. Maybe if you don't want to sell, you take 5% off now and then at your $5 XRP, another 5. Because it's going to go beyond that. It's still not the fair market value, in my opinion. So, market cycles. Everybody says the price of crypto goes up when there's a halving of Bitcoin. And that is, in a weird way, justified as the cycle. When it goes up, but then it goes down. Now, if the halving's taking supply off, which makes Bitcoin go up in the rest of the market, how come Bitcoin crashes too? Well, it's simple. It's also the cycle, the halving also comes right before an election. And there's big money whales that control that don't want to see us win or swim. They control the markets. And they do not like uncertainty. So what happens is after the halving, their bags pump, and then we're getting close to an election, and all the political environment's changing on crypto, and they don't really know with certainty where it's going. So what they do is they sell, and they don't sell everything, but they sell a good chunk, maybe 20 or 30%. But that is significant when you have all the powers that be that move the price up 500x, selling such a big chunk at the same fucking time, and it crashes. And then you've got like the US Binances and exchanges that see the order books, and everything crashes instantly at the same time. High frequency trading, we can call that, but really it's just manipulation. And they can do that because there's not enough liquidity, there's not enough money in this space. That means, after all, the whole space is about an Apple stock, the market cap. One stock in a sector, it's market cap. That's how we know we're early still. That's why, we know we're still going to win. That's why we don't feel we need to sell. That's why when someone says, should I still buy it? I say, should have bought it when I told you to, when it was like 20 fucking 6 cents. But yeah, because I'm not selling. I fucking want to buy. Somebody gave me $100K tomorrow, majority would go into crypto. It's fucking crazy town. So what's my point here? I'm saying that yes, the 4-year cycle was real because we had political uncertainty, but it's not what it was. We have both sides of the aisle supporting it. It's just a bad narrative to go against it. When we have a president that has a crypto coin out and supportive of it and wants us to be the capital of the world for fucking crypto, and don't think he won't do this tax-free thing because he wants these companies here. And maybe they can come and be U.S. companies. He wants to be the crypto mecca, and it's going to win. He's stated on publicly that crypto's going to make a lot of money for the country. What does that mean? Great fucking things. It doesn't mean I'm selling it all, I'll tell you that. Trump does what he says. I don't need someone kissing babies. I need someone that does what they say, and he does. So the point is we've got 4 years of certainty, and we've already got regulations going down. We're going to have even better ones. And when the next election comes, that's not going to be questioned. I don't care, about what people think. I care about what I know from the information that is put in front of me. And, both sides of the aisle are supporting crypto right now, whether people know it or not. And the narrative is positive and good, and it's only going to get better. So that whole uncertainty thing coming after the next Bitcoin halving, it means price just goes up more. And there's no reason to sell off. How much could Bitcoin go to? There's 21 million that will ever exist. And I think there's 18 million now and will be dead before the last Bitcoin. I mean, it's forever. It's going to be a percentage. It will last forever. So the point is it's only 21 million. 21 million people will not be able to own a Bitcoin. And that, remember, a stock is only the share price multiplied by the shares multiplied by what someone's willing to pay for one. So if you have 3 beer cans, and I created beer, and I may have in a previous life, and it cost me $1 to create these 3 cans of beer, we could argue that's the market cap. However, somebody wants a beer and they're willing to pay for it because they see how happy I'm drinking this one. So what happens is they say, I'll get a beer. You paid $1 for all of them, I'll give you $1 for one. And I say, no. I got a good fucking buzz going. And they say, well, I'll give you $2 for it. I say, no, that beer is worth more than $2. I'm going to keep it in my ETF or my stock. I am not selling that beer. They say, I'll give you $5 for one. Even though it cost me $1, it was originally $1 for the market cap. Once they pay $5 for one, all 3 cans are worth $15, and only a total of $6 was put into the market. You see how market cap doesn't matter, because it's not how much money's in there, it's what someone's willing to pay. I would argue Nvidia has more cash flow like this year into Nvidia and into the overall market cap than Apple, because every week, every company is putting it in their employees' 401ks. So, I mean, I don't know. A lot of supply is taken off the market, which means it's worth a lot more without, there's less effort. When something is so big and it's in everyone's retirement and 401ks and they're contributing every week, every other week, month, I don't know. I'm a business owner, so I don't have anyone matching my 401k, okay? But bottom line is, I would argue Nvidia's probably got a lot more cash into the market cap than Apple. Maybe not over the course of the history of Apple, but from a market cap perspective. But there's the risk with that as well. I mean, it moves hard and it crashes hard. At the end of the day, that's what market cap is. And, crypto isn't like an Apple share, like a stock, especially a good one that has utility. You got supply coming off the market to go into retirement or as an investment tool with, let's say, an Apple stock. Ripple has XRP has the same thing. XRP has the same thing. Being taken off the market, people won't sell. We've got a great, army. But the difference is there's a utility involved in XRP too. So there's another horse in the game, in the race. It's got utility. It could tokenize debt. It could tokenize things. It could just be moving money. It could be all doing all these things that hold it up. Even if it's briefly, take it off the market, which is another narrative to make price go up. So when you compare something like a stock sector to a crypto sector, I would argue we are so early, because sectors are worth millions upon millions of billions of dollars. And we've only got a little bit, trillions and trillions of dollars invested in our sector. And more importantly, I look at it like comparing crypto to a stock sector. It's like comparing a lake to an ocean, because a stock lacks the utility that a crypto with utility has, and gold lacks, if we want to call Bitcoin a store of value, something that Bitcoin doesn't. Yes, Bitcoin is inflationary, but it's so minute and controlled. Gold isn't. We can find as much as we want tomorrow. We are comparing apples to oranges. My dream is my roadies love. I hope this helps. Like, subscribe. Check out the cowboy gear on my homepage. Swag, baby. Love.